All right, you guys, so yesterday you should have finished your first story in your series. You wrote about your problem, there was a solution, you should have done your cover page and your table of contents, okay? Now what we are gonna do is you get to come up with your second story. So if we think about Junie B. Jones' books, right? The first one is Junie B. and the Stupid Smelly Bus, right? And in that story, it was her first week of kindergarten and she was so scared of the school bus. And by the end of the story, that problem was solved. She had a friend to ride the bus with and she wasn't scared of it anymore. Okay, so the next book, Barbara Parks, the author of Junie B. Jones, brought all the same characters, right? Junie B. was still in it. Her mom and dad are still in it. Her teacher was still in it. Lucille and Grace. All of the characters stayed the same. It was just a new story. It was a new adventure or a new problem and solution, okay? So that is what you are going to do today. You guys should have filled out this problem and solution page a couple weeks ago, okay? And you should have used one for your first fiction story. If you like your other problem and solution and that's what you want your next book to be about, you are welcome to do that. If you've changed your mind, that was a while ago, you are welcome to come up with a new problem and a new solution, okay? You also filled out this page with a ton of different problems your character might have. So maybe you want to choose a new one off of there. Totally up to you, okay? But before we get started today, I want to just kind of teach you what good authors do when they're writing a fiction series. Okay, so I made this little anchor chart and I'm going to post it in our slides. All right, so it says if you're writing a series, you must have the same pretend character, just like I said, right? So my story is going to be about Molly again. A new day or night. So the story about the Tooth Fairy, I'm done with that, right? We're moving on and I'm going to pick a new problem and a solution for my new story. Things happen in the same place, right? So in my last story, Molly sat at the breakfast table and that's where she had to talk to her family. And when she went to school, I wrote a little bit about her classroom. Okay, so in this story, some of the same places might appear again, right? Molly might start out in her house telling her family a story at breakfast. Or if you wrote a story about your character on a lacrosse field, maybe your character is in that lacrosse field during this story again too. Okay, oops, sorry guys. The next thing says include the same friends, pets, brothers, sisters. So just like I said how Barbara Parks did, Lucille, Grace, Ollie, all those characters are still in the stories every time, right? Grandpa Frank Miller. Good series writers use the same characters again and again. So the only thing that's different is we have a different problem or adventure.